substitution here for Sacramento. Sabonis, he's checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Murray comes in for Jones. Paul George, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Malik Monk in for Dennis Schroeder.
Name a type of shot Keontae George can hit it. More than capable of scoring at all three levels. And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Up top, Monk, defended by Sexton. Monk dishes to Murray. Pass to Barbosa.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Shot clock at 6. And Junior throws it down.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Jazz trail by 10. Sexton the pass to George. 1:36 left in the first half of the game. The Jazz with another miss.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
George against Markkanen. Count the basket. And the Kings lead by 12.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
.112 left in the second quarter. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Kings. That one was played in Sacramento.
It wasn't even close in their last matchup. And their offense just wasn't ready to compete at that level.
Barbosa passes to George. And the layup's good off the glass. George has got the lead up to 14 now for the Kings.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
To the middle. Here's George. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. In the corner, it's Monk. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
30 seconds left in the first half. Monk against Sexton. In the corner, George with it. And it's blocked.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
It's impressive, the level of domination at both ends, and you're seeing the results.
You know this. It's not easy building a lead on the road, but this team has been lights out throughout the game.
And so it's Sacramento with an 18-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We've got more in store for you right after this. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half, got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Wing pair will... Lee Sexton and Markkanen. Then it's George. Then there's Walker Kessler. And it's Hendricks in at the four-man position. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. Here's Sexton. Rebound by the Kings. Monk's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
A challenging stretch here for Utah. Sexton kicks to George. Kessler passes to Hendricks. The dish to Sexton. Doubled by Sabonis. The shot by Sexton, no good.
And his defense, so valuable. Not many can bother that shot at the rim.
Boy, you see the effort. You see the range. This guy prides himself in his ability to shut you down.
Markkanen against George. Markkanen kicks to George. Back to Markkanen. Pass to Hendricks. Just 5 on the clock. And Domantas Sabonis pulls it down. Sabonis has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
Well, there you see Paul George as a facilitator. He can create his own, or he can get somebody else open.
And the foul called on Junior. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
Oh, picked up his 4th foul. Maybe have to scale back his aggressiveness with plenty of time left in this one.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Chandler's checked in for Walker Kessler. Williams comes in for Lauri Markkanen. Collier, he's checked in for Sexton. And it's Ty Jerome in for George. For Utah, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And the Jazz call time here.
You know, I think one thing Coach will address in this timeout right now is you're missing a lot of shots. Why not become more of a facilitator out there?
With a break in the action, let's show you the teams that have been making their opponents work especially hard over the past 10 games. Number 1, the Kings.
Well, I just love the tenacity on the defensive end. And they have been in lockdown mode.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now.
Come on, fella, and power it down. That dunk was ridiculous.
There was absolutely nobody that was going to get in the way of that finish. Now here is Barbosa. Defense is right there. Pass to Valanciunas. 6 on the shot clock. No good. Shot missing. Nice D from Chandler. For Utah, they've got just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. And the foul.
Substitution on the court.
Five seconds left to play in the third. Sabonis, that's good.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Jazz trail by 20, and a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. They've got Junior. George is out there with Jones. Then it's Malik Monk. And it's Sabonis in at the 5 down low. The shot's good from Monk. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
A high-effort brand of defense has been paying off for them in this one. They've managed to either block or alter a ton of their opponent's shots.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
5 on the clock. Sexton. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Now here is Barbosa. Jones the pass to Sabonis. Here's Barbosa. Markkanen pulls it in. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Clarkson dishes to Markkanen. Clarkson looking for an opening. Outside, Sexton. Rebound by the Kings.
And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Clarkson finds Sexton. Here's the 3. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Kings have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. George with the steal. The Jazz again can't hit it.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
Floats it up for Junior. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. The ball's knocked loose. Sexton kicks to George. Off the mark, and the drop continues.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Puts up a three. And it's George again missing. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And Junior throws it down.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Outside, George. The pass to Kessler. Outside for George. Clock at 4. That doesn't go either for George.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And, Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. It's George on the wing. The Jazz with another miss. Here's Sacramento now. They've picked up 11 straight.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Kings.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so they'll stretch their victory total to 19 on the season.
And this will be their third win in 3 tries against these guys. They match up so well.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Junior.
Boy, his defense is what stood out to me. There was a no-fly zone around this guy all.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And, Greg, in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done on the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.
Sir. Pop. Oh, yeah, Bean. Get to your bag then, Bean. I like it.
All right, you are handling this challenge a bucket away.
You can't have that.
Ooh, that's nice.
Yep.
All right. We got another possession here.
They fighting back a little bit, but let's get a good look right here. Hold on. Go ahead, Kevin. Stick shooting. Oh. I'm choking. Talking about I want to get rattled. I'm getting rattled right now.
It's different when you're on camera.
100%, yeah. Kids, pay attention. It's a simple basketball. Hit the slip. Hit the slip, kids. Hit the slip. Come on. Let's do it. Gonna stop right here.
All right, got to win by 2.
I'm here.
Good D.
Oh, come on, Bean. All right. We got it in here. Put him in the post.
Big advantage in the post.
Yep. Drop step him. Lay me. Oh, no.
He's been a monster on the glass.
I sold. Oh, my goodness. Oh, now we got to hit the 3.
Okay, all right.
Pick and pop. It's the money play.
Yep.
Kevin.
3 ball.
Kevin, please. Oh, no, Kevin.
All right, one stop.
I'm sick. Vince is lighting me up right now. Oh, man. They're running on the floor.
Came down.
They're running on the floor. They're getting a little too excited. Oh, yeah, Kevin. Kevin!
Green bean.
Come on.
Okay, all right, we're in it.
There we go. Oh, my goodness. Can't do much about that right there.
Reminds you about 25 years ago.
Yeah,
His car coming down, throwing it down, bringing the house down in the dunk contest.
Got him twerking a little bit. Hold on. Pop. Oh.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Starting lineups just announced. We're just about set. Hello out there, and get ready. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. The duo inside, it's Murray and Sabonis. Perimeter is filled up by Monk and DeRozan, and it's Junior in at the point. And for Denver, Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Fred VanVleet out there with Murray, and it's Brown in at the 3. What a huge game in the Cup tonight. Both of these teams 2-0, and a win tonight is a giant step towards the knockout stages, Grant.
Well, remember this, BA. The first tiebreaker is head-to-head record. So if you win this one, you get that. I expect a really intense game.
Now here's DeRozan. Hangs in the air. Murray passes to Barbosa. He shoots a 3, and that's good. His first bucket of the game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Michael Malone and I spoke for a few minutes. Yeah, guys, Coach mentioned how Domantas Sabonis can be a game wrecker in the paint. Coach told me we need to get big bodies on Sabonis and force him outside, make him move around. We need to knock him off the blocks if we can. So it sounds like the defensive game plan may revolve around Sabonis, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And the dunk by Junior.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, BA.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Barbosa's got 7 points in the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
And it's good for 2.
Well, VanVleet likes to work up close and personal at the basket, always ready to take it inside.
You know, Grant and VanVleet, they've got a guy who's been through everything in this league.
Yeah, BA. VanVleet's seen it all. He's won a championship. He's been in the All-Star game. He's been on a last-place team. No wonder nothing seems to faze him.
Oh, stolen by Junior. Stolen by VanVleet. Oh, stolen by Junior. Pass to DeRozan. Van Vliet against Junior. And Junior throws it down.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
The Nuggets have gone 1 for 3 so far. Van Vliet against Junior. Oh, Sabonis with a block.
Sabonis has to use good timing in order to block shots. That time he did.
And the basket by Van Vliet.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Sabonis outside. And stolen by Jokic. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Barbosa can't get it to go. Nuggets trail by 4. Murray with it. Now guarded by Monk. Murray, no good.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And they pick up 2.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
Now a timeout called by Denver.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, not just there to pump up or to discipline players. You got to make sure that the coach makes the proper adjustments and has his team in the right mindset to carry it out.
And Denver will go for a different look here. Holmes, he's checked in for Nikola Jokic. Porter Jr. comes in for Gordon. Watson, he's checked in for Brown. And Strother's subbed in for Fred VanVleet. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Jonas Valanciunas is checked in for Sabonis. Filipowski comes in for Murray. Paul George, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Monk. First one falls for him. Hits both from the stripe.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
And he lobs it up top. And Junior throws it down.
Woo! I just love that alley-oop slam, B.A.
Defense disorganized. Defense pays. Porter, the pass to Watson. Outside Murray. And another miss by Denver. The Kings lead by 6. And here's Junior. Kicks it to George. Back to Junior. Here's the 3. Valanciunas. The second chance points on the tip in.
Well, the effort and the power that Valanciunas can play with puts him in great position to grab rebounds like that.
Here's Murray. Oh, Junior with a block. Here's Filipowski. No points so far. And Junior throws it down.
They've played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, you wondered if they would take some time to find their A game. They did it at jump ball. They've been awesome tonight.
Here's Strother. Pass to Porter. And another miss by Denver. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And the dunk by Junior.
Boy, I like their energy coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Denver shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. First free throw is good.
Jamal Murray at his size, the one impressive thing that stands out to me.
Substitution on the floor.
So it's Denver now, trailing by 10. Here's Strother. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Gordon and Jokic together in the middle. Then there's Christian Brown. Then it's Fred VanVleet. And it's Strother in at the 2-guard. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Count that one. Barbosa's got 17 points.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, Junior in the last matchup against the Jazz really lit up the floor. He contributed 31 points, and talk about a two-way player. He was phenomenal at both ends. And really, it's a game that will stand out when you look at his career, considering how absurd some of those numbers are. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for the update. It'll be interesting to see if he can heat up once again tonight, Grant.
Yeah, you know he wants to do exactly this, B.A. Just needs to continue to play with the same fire and energy.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
So it's Denver now, after the Kings picked up a basket a moment ago. The Nuggets with another miss.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
DeRozan finds Junior. Gordon with a steal. And here we go, the Nuggets on the fast break. It's deflected.
Yeah, great work on defense right there. Shooters have to be careful when Murray is lurking nearby.
On the wing, DeRozan. Oh, there's the alley. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Pass to Jokic. And here's VanVleet. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win. Well, part of the game plan was to neutralize the crowd. And guess what? Mission accomplished.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
Now here's VanVleet. 5 points in the game. Clock is at 3. VanVleet missing again.
Hate to say it, but if they're still trailing at the final buzzer, a lot of this is going to be felt by him. His shooting tonight has just been atrocious.
Back to Junior. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Back come the Nuggets on the... And Gordon with the big finish.
Great timing, but Aaron Gordon's going to make any lob look good.
The Kings lead by 14. To the middle. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt. Here's Brown. The rebound by Murray.
Got to appreciate the aggressive defense he brings.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times. Yeah, that's a tough one. An experienced player in the pro game shouldn't be making that pass.
And a new group getting ready for the Nuggets. Holmes, he's checked in for Jokic. And so it's the Sacramento Kings, ending the quarter up 10. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. We'll be right back with you shortly. And we've got third quarter basketball here. 2 quarters in the books. And it's DeRozan with the ball for Sacramento. At one point, they led by 16. Taking a look at Sacramento. Perimeter is filled up by Monk and DeRozan. The duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. And it's Junior in at the point. Nuggets trail by 13. Van Vliet with it. Checked by Murray. Out to Gordon. Back to Van Vliet. And a nice finish on the layup. Van Vliet's got 7 points in the game.
Good job reading the floor. Aaron Gordon's solid at sensing when someone's open.
Got a piece of it. Outside Murray. Back to Van Vliet. Oh, Junior with a block. And it's out of bounds. Still Denver's ball. Pass to Murray. Shot clock at 6. Here's Brown. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Junior against Van Vliet. Back to Junior. Hey, expanding his range. Good, and it's DeRozan who picks up the assist. DeRozan's got 3 assists now in this one. DeMar DeRozan, an impressive scorer who takes relatively few three-point shots, Greg.
Yeah, the arc is not his primary focus. He'd rather pick you apart in the mid-range, but he does it so consistently that the points pile up quick.
Fred Van Vliet taking 2 shots.
He's off on the first.
And the big X factor Van Vliet brings to the team is leadership. He's very talented at setting a good tone out on the floor and organizing his guys.
The Kings lead by 11. DeRozan looks it over. Sabonis against Jokic. Pass to Murray. Inside. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
Tyson, he's checked in for Van Vliet. Filipowski, he's checked in for the Kings. Oh, stolen by Junior. And out of bounds, the Nuggets will take it. And let's honor a terrific player who has worked hard to earn this award. The Western Conference Player of the Month.
He's made himself the cornerstone of their offensive efforts recently, and he's providing for his squad in every regard on that end of the floor. Scoring, passing, picks, you name it, he's doing it.
On the take. Pass to Filipowski. Gordon with a steal. Junior against Murray. Over Junior. It's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot.
It's stolen away. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Jokic's shot is good.
The marriage of a big man and touch. There it was from Jokic.
To the right side. Here's Filipowski. Still without a bucket. From deep, Junior connects from downtown.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Nuggets trail by 14. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Brown passes to Murray.
2 minutes.
Here's Brown. They kick it out to Murray. Misses the 3.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Perfect timing to rise up and challenge the shot inside.
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
Blocked!
That's where Murray's length comes into play, tremendous advantage.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Junior outside. Pass to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. And it's good. 2 points. Murray's got 6 points.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
Now a timeout called by Denver.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And Denver will go for a different look here. Nuggets trail by 18. The combo up front is Porter Jr. and the Joker. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's Peyton Watson. And it's Strother in at shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Outside Watson. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds tonight. Junior outside from the arc. Rebounded by Denver. Looking ahead, they've got the Mavericks coming to town for their next one. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. The Kings lead by 18. Stolen by Jokic. Down low. Strother, no good.
They'll have a hard time shaking that one off. Perfect position, plenty of space. Just clanked it.
And the basket by DeRozan.
And when it comes to the three, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
For Denver, they've gone 0 for 3 in this fourth. Not good. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
George with it. Now Porter defending. Stolen by Jokic. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Pass to Barbosa. Hey, from beyond the arc. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. Barbosa's got 33.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
VanVleet, the pass to Watson. Oh, Junior with a block. To the paint. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Yeah, the big-time vertical there. DeRozan still has it, having played well over a decade in this league.
The Nuggets have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Jokic against Valanciunas. Van Oh, Junior with a block. George outside. Outside Jones. George right side. Back to Junior. And it's stolen by VanVleet. To the inside. Rejected by Junior. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Junior. A different look for Denver. Aaron Gordon's checked in for Michael Porter. Tyson comes in for Watson. And Brown subbed in for Strother. And Sacramento making a change here. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. The rebound by Murray. Sacramento has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Pass to Sabonis. And Brent, you look at the greater parity around the league. One factor, rebuilding teams can't hoard cap space like they once did.
Yeah, BA, so much tougher for teams to absorb these huge contracts in exchange for picks. So now you've got to use that cap space from day one, jump on the guys that you think are going to propel your team, and hope for the best.
Jokic passes to Van Vliet. And he can't stop the run as that one misses.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
And he lobs it up, and the dunk by Junior.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Kings.
When you look at the stat sheet, it's impressive this wasn't a total blowout. Their offense was in top gear all night long, Grant.
I thought the same thing, B.A. I mean, the difference in field goal percentages is pretty shocking.
And reaching a nice milestone, an even 20 wins on the year.
And they've had their fingerprints all over this series, winning 2 straight and looking like they have this team's number.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Junior.
Anytime they needed a bucket, they'd put the ball in his hands and say, go make a play. It was impressive to watch. You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
I love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
A different look for Denver. Holmes, he's checked in for Jokic, and Jamal Murray is subbed in for Van Vliet. A big group substitution. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
And that about wraps it up. For Brent Barry, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
We'll have more from All-Star Weekend and our community members who took on the 2K TV Challenge in the next couple of weeks.
Can you beat the 2K TV Challenge? Take it on and send us your clips over social media using the hashtag 2KTV Challenge.
And for us, that's it from San Francisco. We'll see you in the studio next week.
Until then, enjoy the game.
And getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. It's time for the NBA. Live on 2K Sports. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In the backcourt, it's Morant and Smart. Jackson is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Jackson in at the small forward. And for Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray slot in at the small and power forward. Junior's out there with Malik Monk. And it's Sabonis in at the center. And Stan, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh, yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight. But I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
Ah, we love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. Last time they met was in Memphis.
And it's going to come down to effort tonight. Last time they met each other, they were demolished on the boards, and that rebounding difference led to a sizable loss.
Yeah, it wasn't their finest hour or finest 2 hours. It has to be a matter of pride for them this time.
Terrific dime there. Morant realizing his responsibility to share the wealth with his teammates.
Well, he can beat you in a lot of ways. Very challenging to defend.
Here's Morant following the score by DeMar DeRozan. He can't get that one to fall. You can see, and Coach, you can feel John Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure.
Yeah, when Morant gets a step to the hoop, he's looking to drop the hammer.
DeRozan's shot is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Morant. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Lakers. Here's Jackson. Here's Clark. That shot off. Great D that time from Barbosa. The Kings have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Sabonis trying to get open. So Stan, the Grizzlies trio of Ja Morant, Desmond Bane, and Jaren Jackson Jr. From the outside looking in, what a great base going forward.
I agree with that, Kevin. Look, not only are those three outstanding individual players, but they complement each other so well. There's such a great fit with those three guys. That's a great base for the future.
Now here's Morant. Looking at the numbers, he's averaging about 20.5 points a game. Jackson against Murray. Gets a hand on it, and the second chance effort by Jackson.
Yeah, I can't tell you what a difference second chance points make in a game. That can be the factor that swings the outcome.
And Junior throws it down.
And there are a lot of slick passing big men in the league today, and Sabonis right up there with them. Terrific find.
Well, it was the Memphis Grizzlies winning their last game against the Lakers.
I like their aggressiveness in that one. No one's going to give you anything. You've got to go out and take it.
Well, those are the kinds of performances you hope carry over into some momentum for this one.
Memphis trailing here. Now Morant. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter of the game. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, the way that Morant is able to twist and contort through a defense, he is one of a kind in that regard.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Sabonis. Filipowski comes in for Murray. Paul George is checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Malik Monk. Then for the Grizzlies, Santi Aldama's checked in for Jackson. Wells comes in for Gigi Jackson. And it's Bane in for Marcus Smart.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Valanciunas. Count it. Good. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
Bane with it. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Lakers. Passes it to Morant. Bane looking around. Clark outside. 6 to shoot. Morant with a wide open look. Rebound by the Kings.
And that's one he wants back. Just wide open. But not able to connect that time.
For 3, Barbosa hands it from downtown. Barbosa's got 8 points.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first. And here's Morant. He's got 5. Here's Clark. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
And Valanciunas may not have the quickest feet, but he uses his size well to block and deter shot attempts.
Now here's Barbosa. They lead by 4. Outside for George. 5 to shoot. From deep. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
And so it's Sacramento heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing up
17. The Grizzlies 10.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we some changes here for the Kings. Keegan Murray's checked in for Jones. DeMar DeRozan comes in for George. And Junior subbed in for Monk. And the Grizzlies also with the sub. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Wells. Here's Barbosa. Drops in the layup for 2. He's got 10.
We'll see if they can find... hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Smart. Jaren Jackson is out there with Jackson. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's man in at the point.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Well, we saw it in Boston, and we're seeing it in Memphis. Marcus Smart is a key piece in any lineup, Stan.
Yeah, look, you can just plug Marcus Smart in, especially to your defense, multiple times on the all-defensive team, and he became so much better being able to run an offense, direct traffic, keep a team together.
And if he can just stay healthy, that will be maybe the missing part of his career.
Yeah, and that's the challenge right now.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against Denver, delivered quite a performance. He dropped in 38 points, and to no one's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. It'll be interesting to see, Greg, how much of that performance carries over to tonight.
And, Kevin, different scenarios call for different measures. I'm sure he'll just try to provide whatever they need for the win.
Well, I'm sure he's coming in with a lot of confidence after last game. He wants to have a repeat performance here tonight.
To the paint. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Smart, and he drives in, and slam dunk by Smart.
Well, Smart is very good at being sudden, at taking off the moment he sees a gap.
Barbosa finds Murray. Back to Barbosa. Second chance shot. Oh, that's blocked. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul. First trip to the free throw. Line for him tonight. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Sabonis. Filipowski comes in for Keegan Murray. Paul George is checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Carter. The Grizzlies also changing it up. Santi Aldama's checked in for Jackson. Bain comes in for Gigi Jackson. And it's Morant in for Marcus Smart. And Junior throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Morant passes to Clark. Here's Aldama. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
Yeah, that's a tough call there with the naked eye. Fortunately, the league's reading.
And so we wrap up the first half. Kings lead by 6. Live from Golden. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
Ooh, that first half looked like a dunk contest mixtape. Was just destroying the rim.
Well, they've got to build a wall immediately because he'll just keep attacking like that if they don't.
The post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Monk on the wing. He's paired with DeRozan. And it's Barbosa in at the 1 spot. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And as a coach, what were some of your favorite parts, Stan, of life on the road?
Well, Kevin, we get treated really well on the road in the NBA. I mean, you travel on great charters. People take care of your bags. We stay in great hotels. But my favorite part of being on the road was when we were on our way home. Easier to win at home, family at home. That was the favorite part of it.
How about the bonding experience that a lot of coaches talk about when you're out there kind of alone against the forces, just you and your team?
Well, I definitely think players bond on trips like that because they're not going in different directions. They team to spend time together. I don't think any of them ever wanted to spend time with me.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in cracking this huge lead. Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And it's Smart with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 13-point game. That one good for 2. Clark's got his first bucket of the night.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
And Junior throws it down.
And you got to appreciate just the presence of mind there. Monk demonstrating solid court awareness by finding the open man.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. Now, they've said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not so subtle move to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. DA, thank you. Sacramento making a switch here. Jones is checked in, and the Grizzlies also with the sub. Wells is checked in. Morant passes to Jackson. Clock at 6, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Yes, sir. Jackson Jr. flushing it.
Kings leading now by 11. Pass to Sabonis. Back to Barbosa. That falls. Nice feed that time from Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 3rd assist on the night. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. Jackson against Murray. Jackson gets the bucket. Jackson's got 10.
Oh, nice drive there to get to the bucket using some of that terrific agility that he possesses.
Murray kicks to Sabonis. Good ball movement here by the Kings. Now, here's Monk. D right on him. Barbosa makes it off the glass. Barbosa's got the lead up to 13 now for the Kings.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
2 minutes remaining in the 3rd. 2 minutes.
Up top, Morant, covered by Barbosa. Morant passes to Clark. The pass to Jackson. 4 on the shot clock. Driving to the basket. Goes up again. Rebound by the Kings. Stolen by Jackson. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Morant outside. Off target with his 3.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Barbosa for 3, buries the long-range jumper. Barbosa's got 14 points here in the 2nd half.
Keep getting him the ball. He's been a huge part of this offense.
Morant passes to Clark, and it's Clark with the jam.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
And Junior throws it down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
The Grizzlies trail by 16. Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Here's Jackson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Really tough to disrupt the rhythm of Jackson Jr. on that shot.
Substituting on the court.
Schroeder against Smart. Pass to Aldama. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Barbosa's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Filling in the perimeter slots, it's Smart and Bain. Brandon Clark is out there with Santi Aldama. And it's man in at the point guard. Passes to Aldama. Smart with the ball. Now Valanciunas defending. On the wing, man. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Sacramento leading by 8. Here's Schroeder. And the shot goes in. Schroeder's got his first points in this one.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
And it's George finishing it off.
And he may be in his 30s, but Paul George still has got a lot of bounce.
The Grizzlies trail by 12. Down low, here's Clark. Nice D from Valanciunas.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Here's Bain. George with the steal. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break, pushing it up. Shots good by Filipowski. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Kings.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And another thing, guys, they've dominated on fast breaks tonight, outrunning their opponent the entire game.
The Grizzlies with another miss.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
Yeah, he may have had space, but the defense did a nice job closing that gap quickly.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the two biggest would be this. I think, number one, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. That's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Here's what Sacramento's going with right now. Sabonis comes in for Jonas Valanciunas, and Murray's subbed in for Filipowski. Morant passes to Clark. Barbosa with the steal. And here's the fast break. Sabonis leading the way. Schroeder kicks to Sabonis. Kicks it out to Barbosa. Three-pointer on the way. Another three for Sacramento.
And he just keeps on going. He's got more points than anybody else out there.
And Greg, everyone loves talking trades. Future first-round picks have been moved quite a bit of late, and that's been kind of interesting.
And, Kevin, a lot of teams that don't control any of their future first-round picks. With so much pressure to win now, GMs are willing to use draft assets.
Just 5 to shoot. The Grizzlies with another miss. And it's Sacramento's ball. Good momentum, 14 straight points. Back to Sabonis. Sacramento moving it around. And Junior throws it down.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Kings.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season.
And as we get set to put this one to bed, a one-sided season series thus far, they've won 2 straight.
And, you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Junior.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Murray kicks to Barbosa. And the Kings check on 2 more.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Morant against Barbosa. Morant passes to Jackson. Knocks it loose. Barbosa with the steal. And George kicks it over to Schroeder. Trying to find Barbosa. He's got it now.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Back to Morant. And again, Memphis no good. Barbosa dishes to Schroeder. Floats it up for Junior. And Junior throws it down.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break, getting the shots they want and converting.
So it's the Kings winning this one easily. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow.
You're watching NBA 2K TV.
You're watching NBA 2K TV.
Welcome to a new episode of NBA 2K TV and Season 5 of NBA 2K25.
We're wrapping up NBA All-Star Weekend, and there is so much to celebrate. It's been 25 years of NBA 2K, and it was 25 years ago that the city hosted all the festivities.
And we've been running around the city, talking to community members, NBA All-Stars, and covering all of the events.
But before we get to that, let's check out what's new in Season 5. Take a look.
Welcome to Season 5 of NBA 2K25.
In Season 5, you'll become a superhero. From a heroic outfit, anime hairstyle, badge elevators, and a +1 cap breaker, your potential is going through the roof.
Wemby is watching. You'll see him on the newly designed courts and celebrate the season.
Taking on the Pelicans for Sacramento. Firing up. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting. A look at the Pelicans starting group. They've got DeJounte Murray. Naz Reid out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's Trey Murphy. And it's Bledsoe in at the 2. And for the Kings, the duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Malik Monk is out there with Junior. And it's George in at the 3 slot. And this contest, the 4th one during the group stage of the NBA Cup. Grant, these teams have had vastly different fortunes so far in the tournament.
Well, one team is undefeated and the other is mostly out of it, BA. About as different as you can possibly get. And that's just how it can be during these group stages. There is just little room for forgiveness.
Williamson against Murray. Williamson, no good. It's George with the drive. Count it.
Sturdy play from George in the paint, getting by the contact and to his finish.
Tipped away. Oh, stolen by Junior. And that's good. His first bucket of the game. And now just over a minute played here in the first. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I had a chance to catch up with Sacramento's head coach. He said when Zion is healthy and right, you can't really stop him. But you can try to contain him. Stop his dribble drive, force him to hit shots over the top of you. Sounds like they're going to try to make him a jump shooter tonight.
Thank you for that, Allie.
And adding to this lead right now, riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Murray against Williamson. It's good.
And after missing their first 3 shots, maybe this will get them going.
The Kings have gone 4 of 4 from the floor. Perfect start. And for a franchise that was down for so long, it must be nice to be a Kings fan these days, RJ.
Brian, the team has a strong core and direction consistently in the postseason mix. It is a breath of fresh air for Kings fans who have endured the previous 2 decades.
Bledsoe finds Murray. The 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid to the paint. And Junior throws it down.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
Pass to Bledsoe. Poke loose. 6 to shoot. Now here's Murray. This one for 3. He buries it from 3.
Murray works extremely hard on his game and has put in a lot of time trying to become one of the more consistent players from long range.
Junior against Murray. And here's Junior outside. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Last game matched up with the Thunder. Tough loss there.
They just weren't careful with the rock. The passing was loose. The ball handling was lackluster. That's not how you win in this league.
Hopefully this is a reality check for them. Teams in this league are just too good. You will be punished for your mistakes.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
And so Murray will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 6. This is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
And they'll meet 3 times overall. A little bit of a tone setter here tonight.
Whoever wins here immediately gets the edge in the season series, so I expect to see both teams with intensity.
And Sacramento with some changes. Valanciunas, he's checked in for Sabonis. DeMar DeRozan comes in for Murray. And it's Schroeder in for Monk. And out of bounds, Sacramento will have it. Now looking at the 2K leaderboard, specifically which teams have created a lot of turnovers and cashed in on the other end during the last 10 games. The Kings, number 1.
They've turned up the heat defensively. over this last stretch, trying to force more turnovers. That's been their game.
George finds Junior. There's a minute 12 left in the opening quarter. Misi grabs the board.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Here's Joe. Second shot opportunity. Oh, Junior with a block. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And Grant, you look at the players the Pelicans have gone after recently. They have a clear plan.
Well, they do, B.A. They want to surround Zion with shooters, which, of course, makes sense. It's sort of the same kind of blueprint the Bucks laid out with Giannis. If you can shoot, the Pelicans have a spot for you.
Hawkins is checked in for Joe. Pelicans trail by 8. And here's McCollum. A steady force on their offense, recording around 14.5 a game. Right wing. Hawkins, the pass to McCollum. And the Pelicans miss again.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
George with the bucket.
Really taking charge of the game, largely with a detailed interior attack.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
McCollum's shot is off. Schroeder with it. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Junior way outside. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And so it's the Sacramento Kings in command with a 13-point lead at the end of the quarter. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And guys, we've seen the Kings really take control here.
They're off to a rock-solid start. They brought a well-thought-out plan into this one.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
So for New Orleans right now, Kevin Huerter out there with Zion Williamson. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Misi in at the 5. Here's Williamson. Oh, look at Zion. So solid inside.
A monster down low. Zion is scary.
Sacramento leading by 13. Zion Williamson seems intent on silencing all the doubters moving forward, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., he's not taking any more questions about conditioning. His physicality and play really answer that question now. He has been looking better than ever.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, Junior in the last matchup against the Grizzlies delivered quite a performance. He scored 45 points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. And he had a monster game that last time out. He'll try to match or even exceed those numbers tonight. That's got to be scary to face, Brian.
Thanks, Allie. Absolutely. He was a one-man show in that one, Grant.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same mentality tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going.
Domantas Sabonis, he's checked in for Jones. And the Pelicans will go for a different look here. Reed's checked in for Williamson. Bledsoe comes in for Huerter. Joe's checked in for Hawkins. And Murray subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Bledsoe outside. Here's Misi. He's guarded by Sabonis. Here's Joe. The offensive rebound. Misi goes up again. Oh, Sabonis with a block.
Okay, we see you, Sabonis, making a stand defensively.
Ellis passes to Barbosa. Over Bledsoe. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Barbosa's got 6 here in the quarter. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Kings.
When you pile up the blocks earlier in games, it really can affect the other team. They lose confidence offensively.
And also, the coaching staff has to love the hustle so far. Just playing with great energy, getting out and converting in transition.
You know, Grant, for players that move to a new team in the offseason, have they had enough time to get adjusted?
Well, you know, BA, it depends. Some guys blend right into a new squad, but for others, it takes a lot of repetition to get a feel.
And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. The Kings on top, leading by 17. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
24.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. And so it's George with it. He brings it up for Sacramento. A 17-point lead, their biggest. The duo inside. It's Murray and Sabonis. Junior, he's out there with Malik Monk. And it's George in at small forward. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Murray passes to Reed. George defending. It's rebounded by Sabonis.
Well, we talk about the value of great rim protection. That's a shot he typically makes.
George's shot is good.
They've been very well-rounded and extremely focused.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Pelicans trail by 21. Now Murray. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. And Domas Sabonis pulls it down. And so here's Sacramento. And George with the basket on the assist by Monk. George has gotten 4 this quarter.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Well, the Pelicans shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. Bledsoe outside, knocked away. Murray against Williamson. Oh, and a fast break for the Pelicans. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Zion Williamson is a one of one. His teammate CJ McCollum told him, your ceiling is unlike anything the NBA has ever seen, but it's up to you to take full advantage of whatever it is. You can be as good as you want to be. This game will go where you take it, right?
You know, Allie, at his best, he is unstoppable.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
Bledsoe, the pass to Reed. Offensive struggles continue, missing again.
An ominous start to the second half. They are now 0 for 4.
And the dunk by Junior.
Credit them for making the right halftime adjustments.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
New Orleans calls timeout. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling, you see any way to eliminate back-to-backs?
You know, I'm not a big fan of eliminating back-to-backs, but to answer your question, BA, you have 2 choices. Either fewer regular season games or extend the season by a few weeks. I don't think either one of those options is in our future.
And let's check in on the rookies making an impact with their passing. The Pelicans have gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. Second half of play here. We're just under 2.5 minutes past. Here's Williamson. The rebound by Murray.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Monk passes to Barbosa. Offensive rebound. That one drops for him. Barbosa's got 25 points in the game.
Look, they are in front right now because of him. He keeps draining these shots at a ridiculous clip.
New Orleans has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Well, Grant, in the spring of 2024, a remarkable streak ended. Domantas Sabonis had recorded 61 consecutive double-doubles.
Yeah, it was the longest streak since the merger back in 1976. Now, Sabonis has led the NBA in rebounding multiple years. Plus, he has averaged 8 assists in a season, so that is big-time production.
They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient and get a clean look.
And the officials call a traveling violation.
We've seen more than a few miscues from them tonight.
And if they want to come back in this game, look, they got to clean up those mistakes.
Jonas Valanciunas has checked in for Sacramento. DeRozan comes in for Paul George. Junior outside. 13 feet out. Good. Barbosa's got 8 points here in the quarter.
Boy, absolutely no rim protection, leading to a lot of easy buckets here.
And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Hawkins can't get it to go.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
And Barbosa gets it to go.
I just love the ball movement.
And here's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Pelicans. They're scoreless since the first half. It's off to L.A. after this game, where they'll face the Clippers. It's the second game of 3 on the road. And the jumper falls for him.
That was a prayer. All luck getting that one to go.
And it's Sacramento's ball. What a stretch they've got going here. 17-2. Here's Barbosa. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And Sacramento with some changes. Filipowski comes in for Domantas Sabonis. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Monk. There's 25 seconds left to play in the third. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
He shoots. Valanciunas with a rebound. Valanciunas has got 5 rebounds in the game. Junior finds DeRozan. Yes, and it's Junior picking up the assist. Barbosa's got 3 assists tonight.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can send.
And so it's Sacramento building an insurmountable lead. Come on, they're up 38 points at the end of the quarter. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. We'll be back in a moment. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game. Sacramento with some changes. DeRozan is checked in for Jones. And Junior subbed in for Schroeder. And a new group getting ready for the Pelicans. So for New Orleans right now. Murray and McCollum make up the talented backcourt. Then there's Zion Williamson. And it's Bledsoe in at the 4. Top of the key. Murray, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Oh, nothing soft about that.
Was not going to be denied. Just took the dunk that was right in front of him.
And that's his MO. Be physical, get in position for the putback, and throw it down. The defense got to know that's what he's looking to do.
Here's McCollum. They kick it out to Murray. Nails it from 3.
This is something that we've seen Murray continue to work on over the years. His three-point shot has improved every year.
Here's Filipowski. And he makes it. Filipowski's got his first basket.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Kings.
You can score without sharing the ball, but it can be a whole lot easier when guys are assisting one another.
Yeah, they were very patient. They were also unselfish, and ultimately, that's why they were so efficient.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins for them.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
And of all the highlights and throw it down. Wow.
And that's what we've come to expect from Zion. Exactly.
On the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, good looks by our terrific camera crew. Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. Barbosa's got 37.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
Pass to Hawkins. There's 42 seconds left to play in the fourth. Murray from outside. Rebound by Sacramento.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
They get it again. Jones, the pass to Barbosa. Misses from short range.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Here's Murray. Ooh, good D by Junior. Here's Ellis. McCollum defends. Here's Barbosa. Oh, he missed the chippy right there.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
So no problem for Sacramento as they get the win. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort, and they were just dominant out there.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill.
Grab an instant +3 level boost at level 33, and remember, you can apply that to all of your builds. See how that affects your play at every position you play.
Apply some new rep boosting accessories on your way to level 40 to maximize your attributes and your progress towards becoming legendary in NBA 2K25.
This will be your super season. Go get wins for your affiliation, enjoy the special events on the weekends, and send in.
It's Thursday sports. And tonight we'll see the Houston Rockets. Now Sacramento starting 5. The post pair for him will be Murray. Monk is out there with Junior, and it's George in at the small forward position. And for Houston, they've got Jalen Green. Thompson is out there with Whitmore. Then it's Alperen Şengün, and it's Gordon in at the 2 spot. So Sacramento will get the first possession. So Clark, for teams that might be struggling, is it too early to start thinking about personnel moves?
In general, I would say yes, it's too early, Kevin. But if there are real chemistry issues with the team, then you've got to be willing to pull the trigger and make the move.
Here's Sacramento. Barbosa dishes to Murray. Back to Barbosa. Over Green. Barbosa gets the bucket. Barbosa's got the first points up on the board tonight here for Sacramento.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Well, they better be thinking about him. I mean, we know how dangerous he is.
George looking around, and he sinks it from deep. Three-pointer good from Barbosa. Barbosa's got 5.
George with a fantastic look. Excellent job creating an easy opportunity for his teammate.
They get a hand on it. Elbow shot is on the way. And it's Gordon missing. The Kings have gone. Pass to Barbosa, over Gordon, and there's Barbosa. That's good on the assist by George. And it's 7 points for Junior. The Rockets have gone 0 of 3 from the field to start the game. And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
For 3, Barbosa, another 3 for Sacramento.
Sharing the basketball is a part of the game that Monk needs to continue to add to complement his shooting.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. When I asked him how hard it is to game plan for Paul George, he just chuckled. He said he's one of the hardest guys in the league to guard. I really challenged our team to make sure we're communicating whenever he has the ball. It will be, as always, a team-first approach to slowing down PG-13. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David. Barbosa passes to Sabonis. Back to Barbosa. Over Green. Şengün with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
And you know what, guys? That will pump him up because he takes a ton of pride in what he does on defense.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. It's a 13-point game. This game against Sacramento is the first time they've met this year.
The game is the first of a 3-game season series for these clubs, both looking to take round 1.
The first time you face a team in the season, that's when you're looking to take that mental advantage. Demonstrate you're better, and that could make it easier down the road.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Randall's checked in for Şengün. Jabari Smith comes in for Amen Thompson. Tari Eason's checked in for Whitmore. And Mikhailuk's subbed in for Gordon. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for Sabonis. Filipowski comes in for Keegan Murray. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for George. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Monk. Drills the three-pointer.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Randall passes to Eason. Shot to stop the run. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Kings.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
One other thing they've done really well, moving the ball around. They've done a nice job not settling for that initial option and making that extra pass.
Barbosa gets the bucket.
And you couldn't draw it up any better offensively. 8 buckets already in his first 10 attempts.
Randall finds Smith. Here's Green. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Shots good by Filipowski.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there. Only 2 of 8 to start this game. Let's see if that bucket gets him going.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Barbosa's shot is off.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Eason against DeRozan. It's stolen by Valanciunas. For 3, Barbosa, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
Ringing the bell That's the way to close a quarter.
Talk about lifting up a team and energizing them at the end of a quarter. A 3 at the buzzer, that'll do it.
We're at the end of the first quarter, and what a blowout already in this one. Kings lead by 21. After this break, we'll... And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And quite a position here for the Kings to be in. What do you guys think?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
They've got Smith. Jalen Green is out there with Gordon. Then it's Brooks. And it's Thompson in at the 4. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Junior, in his last outing against the Pelicans, was all business. He added 37 points, and both from the foul line and the floor, he was making his shots out there. Just a fantastic night for him. The kind he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
Thanks, David. Yeah, one night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Yeah, you know, all indications are that he feels good coming into this one. Feels confident that he can build on that prior success.
Floats it up for Junior. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk. All of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Another miss by Houston.
Boy, you've really got to put those away, especially against soft interior defense.
Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Barbosa's shot is off.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Outside, Green. Shot by Gordon, wide open. Off target from three-point range. Sacramento's gotten on a roll from three-point land. They've been flawless. 6 for 6 tonight. Back to Barbosa from past the arc, and the three ball is good. Barbosa's got 33.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service dimes tonight. One sweet one after another.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams.
So as we conclude the first half, so far fairly one-sided.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, your Rockets 20.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Junior in this game, he's been everywhere.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
On the court for Sacramento, the post pair for him will be Murray and Sabonis. Monk is out there with Junior, and it's George in at the small forward.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
On the wing, Murray. He's covered by Thompson. Şengün against Barbosa. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Green, no luck. And so George will bring it up for the Kings. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
You've got to be on exactly the same page to connect on that long of an alley-oop.
Yeah, and even then, it's a tough play.
I tell you what, guys, the pass and catch, both next to impossible.
Gordon against Monk. Gordon kicks to Şengün. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Green. It's hauled in by the Kings. Barbosa's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Sabonis. Here's Murray. Over Thompson. And again, it's Sacramento converting.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Poked loose. Barbosa passes to Sabonis. It's stolen by Green. And it's the Rockets on the break. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. At this point in his career, Paul George says he's in bully mode. He said, every night I'm on the floor, I'm there to dominate. Whether it's being more physical or going right at whoever I got to go at, you're going to feel me. I'm having that approach every time. I'm there to destroy you. Kevin?
Wow. I love it, though, D.A. Got to admit it. Awful powerful. Thank you. There's Green with the 3. Rebound by Murray.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Down to 5 on the shot clock.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
The Kings need to get off a shot here. Sabonis. And slam dunk by Sabonis.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
For Houston, they've gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started. And it's Whitmore missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Outside, Green. Passes it to Şengün. Trying to end the drought. Green, no luck.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Floats it up for Junior. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. You look at San Antonio, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And looking at Sacramento, they're the best in class when it comes to putting a great product on the court. And we've seen that in the early going.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Smith checked in for Şengün. Dylan Brooks comes in for Whitmore. And Mikhailuk's subbed in for Gordon. Yep, it counts. Jones has got 8.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Thompson. They kick it out to Green. Fires from deep. Trains the three-pointer. 10 points for him.
They didn't get a chance to knock one down in the first, but the defense left him a look, and he nailed it. He'll make them pay when he's open.
And Junior throws it down.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
Kicks it out to Schroeder. Back to Barbosa. And Junior throws it down.
And, you know, we all know Schroeder can score now, but they're a nice assist to his wide-open teammate.
There's 25 seconds left to play here in the third. Mikhailuk passes to Green. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. The Kings on top, running away with it. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the 4th quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent. And
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Sacramento. Junior comes in for Dennis Schroeder. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
You know, they've been knocking down triples, too. They've continued to make the most of their opportunities from behind the arc as well.
They've got Tari Eason. Randall out there with Alperen Şengün. Then it's Brooks. And it's Whitmore in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Houston right now. The Rockets have gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
Yet that's another miss for him. They're behind in this game largely because he shot so poorly.
To the inside, Barbosa. That one falls. Barbosa's got 47 points.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let-up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Randall surveying the D. Here's Eason. They get it back. Can't cash in from close range. For Sacramento, they've gotten into a pretty good groove, going 6 of 10 here in the final quarter. Good ball movement here by the Kings, and the basket by DeRozan.
Check out the body control from DeRozan there, guys. I mean, clearly there's contact, but it's almost impossible to affect his shot.
Houston's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Boy, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
And if you go over the course of his career, DeRozan has increased his trips to the line. I mean, thanks in large part to getting more aggressive offensively.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He's off on the first. Greg, every year we have the Best Teammate Award. What are some of those qualities that you admire in a great teammate?
You know, Kevin, you want guys who make you better and who make it fun to come to work every day. In the end, teammates are like family. So trust, commitment, and just enjoying being with one another, it matters.
And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 10-2 run here. Barbosa dishes to DeRozan.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Kings.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
You can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season.
And so by winning the first of 3 to play in this season series, it should give them plenty of momentum and confidence for the next time they'll have to lace up their sneakers against the Rockets.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Junior.
An unbelievable scoring performance. He absolutely took over and never let up.
2 open that time, made it look too easy.
No wasted motion or hesitation there. Green ready to shoot as soon as he caught it.
Green against Barbosa. He got it again. Sensational.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Stolen by Barbosa. And again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. 36 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Mikhailuk passes to Green. And the foul called on Junior. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Yeah, that's a bad move there. Stops the clock and puts the other side on the line.
Yeah, inexcusable. I mean, he's got to know not to take any chances there. That's just a terrible foul.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Barbosa with it. Şengün with the rebound. Knocked away. On the wing, Green. Brooks with no one around. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And so it's Sacramento easily grabbing this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in and just cruise to the kind of win they did tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.